Ayan, kamusta kayong lahat? By the way, welcome po dito sa Bright Mind PH. Ayan, so wherein dito mas sa channel ko na to, no, mas ginagawa kong mas madali at mas engaging yung mga lessons na aking i-discuss. So kung ikaw yung isa sa mga estudyante or teacher, di ba, na naghahanap ng mga visual aids, reference, or reviewer para sa iyong mga topics, aralin, di ba? Syempre, nasa tamang lugar ka. Dito sa Bright Mind PH, hindi ka lang basta bibigyan ng information. Gusto ko rin maging mas malinaw, mas madali at mas interesting yung mga matututunan mo dito sa bawat lesson na ating i-discuss. Kaya relax ka lang dyan, syempre, makinig kang mabuti at sabay-sabay nating palawakin ng ating kaalaman para sa mga lesson na aking i-discuss. So, kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, alam mo na yan, baka naman. Ayan, and syempre, without further ado, let's go.
2 hours later.
So, pag-usapan natin ngayon yung panibagong topic na i-discuss ko sa inyo. Okay? So, by the way, our topic for today is all about the Philippine folk dance. Ayan. So, I'm sure most of you, karamihan sa inyo, at ang ilan sa inyo, ang dami ng idea about sa folk dance. Since elementary, nagagawa na natin yan. Nagagawa, nasasayaw, pinag-aaralan. Yung iba sa inyo, alam na yung tinikling, alam na yung mga manglalatik. Diba? Siyempre, dito, pag-uusapan natin yung iba pang folk dance na hindi pa natin halos naririnig. Okay? Sige, next tayo. By the way, no, for today, ang topic natin is iikot lang sa apat na folk dance na to. We got the Binislakan, the Sakuting, Pangalay, at syempre, yung tinatawag nating Suwa, Kusuwa. Ayan. So, apat lang naman yan. Kaya magiging mabilis lang ang ating discussion. Syempre, para mas madali nating maintindihan yung mga bagay-bagay sa Philippine folk dance na to. Okay? Sige. Ngayon, una nating pag-uusapan, yung tinatawag nating binislakan. So, magtataka kayo, yung iba dyan, ang tawag dyan ay binislikan. At, so, wala naman siyang pinagkaiba. Binislakan, binislikan, okay lang naman yan. Okay? So, binislakan, ano ba tong binislakan? Okay? Lingayen, Pangasinan, it means having to look upward and downward. Ngayon, did you know that the Lingayen in Pangasinan is actually means, yun, yung kakabasa ko lang, having to look upward and downward. Diba? Pag sinabi daw nilang Lingayen, yun ang ibig sabihin, pagtingin sa taas at pagtingin sa baba. This name has an interesting history. It was derived from the Chinese word Liking Tung. Okay? A name given by early Chinese settlers, ayan, si Liking Tung, okay, wherein, sila yung mga kauna-unang settlers na matagal lang naninirahan sa Pangasinan noon pa man, di ba? So, sila yung pinakaunang tao na nagbigay ng pangalang Binislakan sa Pangasinan, okay? This shows how strong Chinese influence is in the region, not just in trade and traditions, but even in the names and places. So, si Liking Tung, so, pakitandaan na lang po, no? Si Liking Tung, isa siya sa mga nagbigay ng pangalan doon sa salitang Binislakan from the Pangasinan way back long ago. Okay? Sige, next tayo. Next naman natin, no? The dancers look backward and upward in some of the movements, hence the name of Lingayen. Okay? So, in the dance, you'll notice that the dancers look backward and upward in some of their movements. So, meaning to say, no, this reflects the meaning behind the name Lingayen. But, what makes this dance even more unique is the use of two sticks. So, may makikita kayong dalawang stick dito sa pagsayaw ng binislakan. Okay? The use of two sticks is to create a rhythmic sounds. Ayan. Then, because of this, the dance is called binislakan. Okay, pakitandaan po Kaya siya tinagda binislakan because of the sound that they create because of the two sticks. Okay? And then, this movement is inspired by how the Chinese use chopstick. Ay, di ba kakaiba lang? By the way, kasi this binislakan is originally influenced by Chinese. Okay? Because of this, the dance is called Binislakan, which means with the use of sticks. Kaya sa Binislakan na sayaw sa Philippine folk dance, merong stick kayong makikita dyan. Binislakan yung Pangasinan. So, it's a beautiful mix of cultural influences and then at the same time, blending of Filipino and Chinese traditions in a one and lively performance. So, nakaka-amaze lang kasi this one is combination. Mix siya ng kultura ng mga Chinese and kultura nating mga Pilipino. And naging isang magandang folk dance siya dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, so I hope nagiging clear yan sa inyong lahat. Okay, sige, next tayo. Okay, next naman natin is yung tinatawag nating, by the way, no, I forgot to mention, summary muna natin kung ano-ano ba itong more on details about the Binislakan. So, for the researcher, si Francisca Reyes Aquino. Okay, Francisca Reyes Aquino is a researcher, specifically nakafocus sa dance, wherein pinag-aaralan niya ang iba't ibang Philippine folk dance na meron dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Now, as I said earlier, the meaning of folk dance of Binislakan is with the use of stick. So, yun. Then, yung the dance culture, we got a Christian lowland. Place of origin, syempre, from Lingayen, Pangasinan. Country of influence, as I said earlier, si Li Qingtong is a Chinese. So, Chinese po or China po yung one of the country na naka-influence sa Binislakan dance or folk dance. And then, the ethno-linguistic group is Pangasinense. So, karaniwan or common sa mga Pangasinense yung mga pagsayaw ng Binislakan. And classification is social dance. Okay, so meaning to say, this Binislakan is a dance used for socialization. Okay, so I hope clear po yan sa inyo, clear po itong summary. Just remember lang po, no, si Francisca Reyes Aquino. So, palagi nyo makikita si Francisca Reyes Aquino dyan sa tatlo pang natitira nating sayaw. Next, okay, so yun lang naman yung sa Binislakan, madaling-madali lang naman, di ba? So, hindi naman siya ganun kahirap, di ba? So, we are done now with the first one. Proceed na tayo sa second. We got the sakuting. So, medyo kakaiba lang ang pangalan, no? Sa ating mga Pilipino, pag naririnig yung kuting, alam mo na ibig sabihin niya, merong kuting. Sa ating, ang kuting, ibig sabihin niyan, pusa, di ba? Anyway, proceed na tayo sa next lesson natin. Okay, so dito naman tayo, no? Imagine in a festive Christmas season, di ba? In a province of Abra and Ilocos. By the way, itong sakuting came from Abra and Ilocos po. Ito, Ilocos Norte, hindi Ilocos Sur. Okay? So, young boys and girls along with their elders go from house to house. And then, they dance joyfully in front of the homes while asking for gifts. So, dito sa Manila, pag Christmas, di ba, usually mga bata, nangangaroling, okay, namamasko sa mga ninong-ninang. Sa Ilocos Norte and sa Abra, sa tuwing Christmas, sinasayaw nila itong sakuting, wherein, from house to house, they joyfully dance. Sumasayaw sila sa harap ng mga tao, and then, they ask for a gifts. Any kind of gifts lang naman. So, but what makes this dance even more special is the sound of rhythmic stick. So, once again, meron na naman pong stick dito. Okay? And then, each child hold a stick in each hand, striking them together to create a lively beat that adds energy to the performance. Okay? And then, this traditional dance is called sakuting. Ayan. And then, this was named after the ethnic term that refers to the rhythmic stick used as its musical instrument. So, meaning to say, di ba, it is not just a dance. It is a beautiful Christmas tradition that brings communities together. Okay, so just remember lang po, no, pag sinabi nating sakuting, it is named after the ethnic term that refers to the rhythmic stick. Okay, yung tunog kasing nagagawa ng stick. Okay, so doon hinango yung pangalang sakuting. Sige, next tayo. Okay, so summary natin yung sakuting. So once again, our researcher for that is Francisca Reyes Aquino. Ano ang meaning ng sakuting? Rhythmic stick. Okay? And then, place of origin, dalawa po yan, from Abra and also Ilocos Norte. Then once again, we get that China as for our country of influence. Classification, social dance. Okay? So I hope that is clear for you. Ayan, so nakakadalawa na tayo. Okay, 2 more na lang. Okay, 2 more. Next natin is yung tinatawag nating pangalay. Ayan, medyo may kapatunog siya, di ba? Panganay. Di ba? Pero ito ay pangalay. Okay. Sige, proceed tayo. Ngayon, let us talk about the pangalay. Ano ba tong sinasabi nating pangalay? So, usually, no, pangalay is a breathtaking traditional dance of Tausug. Sa mga Tausug po ito. Tausug people from the Sulu Archipelago and Sabah. Ngayon, pag sinabi ba nating pangalay, anong ibig sabihin? Kagaya na nakasulat dyan, pangalay means fingernail dance. Okay? What makes this dance unique is its graceful and flowing movements. Okay? Flowing movements. Para tong liquid, tuloy-tuloy na movements. Okay? This requires an incredible flexibility and then control of the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. So, if you are going to research about this pangalay sa ating mga social media, makikita nyo yung sayaw na to talagang nagre-require ito ng proper control sa shoulder, elbows, and wrists. Okay? So, interestingly lang siya kasi meron siyang iba't ibang version. So, ano tong mga version na to? The male version is called pangasik. Male, it means sa lalaki, no? Pangasik, which means features stronger and more martial art-like movements. So, kapag kami nakikita kayong movements ng pangalay, okay, and then there is a martial art movements, ang version nun ay pangasik. Meanwhile, kapag more on female and male na pinagsama, ang tawag sa kanila ay pangilok. Pangilok, male and female na pinagsama. So, pagka may martial art movements at puro lalaki lang, yun ay pangasik. Okay? So, this dance is a true display of elegance and skill and cultural pride. So, wherein they beautifully reflect the artistry of the Tausug people. Okay? So, medyo kakaiba siya. Hindi lang siya basta dance. Meron siyang halong martial art movement kung gagawin nating pangasik. Okay? Sige, let us move on to the next slide. Okay, so for this one, no, one of the most fascinating thing kasi about the pangalay is its freedom of movement. Unlike sa binislakan, sa kuting, there is a specific movement. But this one, there is a freedom of movement. Unlike other folk dances with fixed step and sequences, pangalay has no set of directions. There's no patterns or hand positions wherein when performed traditionally by Tausug people. So instead, dancers have the flexibility to create their own combination. So nasa kanila yan kung anong klaseng step ang gagawin nila. So making each performance unique and expressive. Ito lang, no. However, for teaching purposes, yung structured sequences can be introduced to help learners master the graceful flow of dance. So, kung ituturo siya sa ganung purpose, pwede naman. Diba? But then, just remember lang, no, ang pangalay pa rin, there is still a freedom of movement. So, this flexibility allows the pangalay to remain dynamic and evolving art form while preserving its cultural essence. Okay? So, I hope clear po sa inyo yung pangalay. So, once again, no, freedom. Meron siyang freedom of movements. So, summary lang po natin. So, once again, our researcher for that is Francisca Reyes Aquino. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin ng pangalay, fingernail. Because sa pangalay, pag na-search niyo sa video nila, may makikita kayo mga caricature decorations about sa near sa kanilang finger or nasa finger nila mismo. Origin natin from the Sulu, country of influence, Thailand, 5 po yan, Malaysia, Cambodia, Burma, and Indonesia. Linguistic group natin, Tausug, and classification. Kanina, yung dalawang nauna is for social dance. Okay? Pero ito naman, wedding and festival dance. So, meaning to say, ginagamit po ito sa Sulu at saka sa iba pang bansa as a form of wedding dance. Siyempre, kasama na doon ang festival dance. Okay? So, I hope clear po yan sa inyong lahat. Sige, nakakailan na tayo. Alright, last na natin to. Ayan. Konti na lang. Matatapos na tayo. Lastly, Suwa Kusuwa. Okay, yan na yung last natin. So, for the Suwa Kusuwa, ito medyo unique to sa ating lahat. Kahit ako nung first time kong marinig to. Ang Suwa Kusuwa parang, ano yun, talagang totally zero knowledge ako. But this time, we are going to discuss about the Suwa Kusuwa. Okay, so for Suwa Kusuwa, this dance draws on inspiration from the nature, specifically the graceful movements of the pomelo tree. Galing yan. So, hinango to sa pomelo tree. Since the pomelo is an important agricultural product in the region where the dance originates, so mamaya babanggitin ko kung anong region tinutukoy dito. Okay? So, it is a gentle swaying. Diba? Kaya siya hinango, diba? It is a gentle swaying and the careful act of picking its fruits are beautifully reflected in the choreography. Okay? So, you may try to search na lang. Anyway, ipoprovide ko na lang yung link kung ano ba tong Suwa Kusuwa. Okay, so just remember lang, no, ang Suwa Kusuwa, hinango sa movement or sa galaw ng isang pomelo tree. Okay? Wherein every step and every hand movements mimics the elegance of the trees, branches moving with the wind. So, parang pagsabay ito ng hangin, sa hampas ng hangin sa puno ng pomelo tree. Okay? So, wherein creating the dance feels both light and fluid. So, smooth lang rin po ito. So, it is a perfect example of how culture and the nature blend together in Philippine folk dance. So, ganun ka-creative tayong mga Pilipino, no? Sa Suwa Kusuwa kasi, hindi lang basta tayo na influence, we also create our very own original folk dance. So, which is the Suwa Kusuwa. And it was inspired sa pomelo tree. So, nakaka-amaze lang, di ba? So, ganun tayo ka-creative. Okay? Sige, meron pa ba? Ayan, so short summary po natin. Once again, we got a Francisca Reyes Aquino, another the researcher. And then the meaning niyan is pomelo tree or may pomelo flower. So baka maka-encounter kasi kayo niya, dalawang ibig sabihin niyan, pero nevertheless same lang 'yan. Place of origin from Holo Sulu. And then influence, syempre, our very own Philippines. Okay? And then we got a ethno-linguistic group from the Tausug. In this what you call the folk dance is folk dance, the classification of folk dance, and of course, the courtship dance. So, ginagamit din ito as a form of para sa courtship, di ba? Okay, so, tingnan natin yung susunod. Ayan, so I hope clear na po yan sa inyong lahat. So, maigsi lang po ito. Di ba? 4 lang po yan. And then, if you want to search or to look for the following dances, you may go directly sa link na ipoprovide ko or you may search it on your own, di ba, about the Binaslakan, Binislakan, Sakuting, Pangalay, and Suwa Kusuwa. Okay? So, syempre, at dyan, nagtatapos ang lesson about sa MAPI 8 na yan, sa Philippine Folk Dance. Okay? So, sana ay makatulong ito sa inyong pag-aaral at mas mapadali pa yung pag-intindi ninyo sa mga lesson na binabanggit ko. So, syempre, huwag niyong kalimutan at i-review yung mga natututunan mo. At kung may tanong ka, feel free lang na at mag-comment ka sa baba. So, kung gusto mo mas marami pang educational content kagaya nito, so, huwag mo nang kalimutan, di ba? Sana all, hindi kinakalimutan. Di ba? So, huwag mong kalimutang mag-like, mag-share, at higit sa lahat, mag-subscribe para syempre updated ka pa rin naman sa mga susunod nating lessons. So, ayun lang na. Maraming salamat sa panonood at kita-kits sa susunod na video. So, keep learning, keep shining, bright mind, PH. Ayan. Thank you so much for watching. So, see you na lang po ulit sa next lesson natin. Bye-bye!